welcome in everyone. Hello, my name is DrMooCowz, retro variety streamer, amateur speedrunner, and a big shoot 'em up enthusiast. I'm joined here by Andy from RetroBit. Andy, hello.
Hello, hello. Good evening.
So, what are we doing here today?
Well, today we're going to be showing off Eliminate Down, and that's the game that not many people know of. It's been almost 30 years since it released, only in Japan and only in Korea. It's arguably one of the best, if not one of the top-rated shoot 'em up games on the Genesis console itself. And it also became one of the rarest and most expensive ones. And we were very lucky to work with Soft Vision to re-release it once again. But this time in the U.S., the North America, and European regions for the first time. So you no longer have to worry about dumping hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars in some cases for your own copy. It's easily available now. We'll throw up the link in chat too if people want to just check out the pre-orders. Those pre-orders will be going. It's an open pre-order window, so there's no limit to how many we'll make. It's just as many as people order. That's how many we're gonna make, and then that's it. So the pre-order window ends on January 2nd, 2024. So you still have a bit of time. But yeah, we hope that this product that we put together not only pays tribute to those who, for the original release, but those who enjoy the original release, but also who can enjoy it once more. It's a Genesis cartridge, obviously, which you'll be playing on the original console. And yeah, we're very happy to have you guest host this stream. And yeah, I believe you want to show off the actual product, maybe.
Yep. So RetroBit sent me a, I guess you would call this a preview sample copy. I guess just to preface that. And
yes,
okay,
this is a I guess an early form of the actual final version.
Yeah, so I'm holding it up right now. It's got a lenticular slip cover on it. Not sure how well that's working on camera.
It's pretty good. The lenticular cover, it still needs some changes, but it's looking pretty good using the original artwork. We kind of did something similar with the Mega Man Wily Wars release, except that had lenticular cards you can switch in and out. But for this one, it's just going to be the lenticular cover. It's good quality, and it'll really make the artwork pop out.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, if I was thinking ahead of time, I would have grabbed I have the Wily Wars thing up on my shelf. But yeah, that is a really cool release too. Yeah, it looks like on the sides, so like one side of the slip cover, you got English, you get Soft Vision, Eliminate Down, and the RetroBit logo on the bottom, and then the other side, I'm assuming that's the name in Japanese.
Correct.
Then on the back, screenshot from the game, and then there's a sticker on here for showing I have, this claims 6 of 4,000.
Yeah, those are sample numbers just so we can see the spacing is correct. So there's not going to be 4,000. There's going to be however many everyone orders.
Cool. Yeah, by the way, it's nice to see a lot of familiar names in chat. Welcome in, everybody.
So that takes care of the slip cover. And there's obviously some more stuff to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone asked us if it comes with a book. Yes, it has an instruction manual, full color as well.
Sure does. We'll get there. So took off the cover, and so here's the front cover.
Pretty similar to how the original released. There's nothing wrong to fix. It's just really cool artwork. Very nostalgic of the early '90s style shooters.
Showing off the spine now. And the back.
Yeah, you get as much as people don't think that it has much of a story, there is actually a little bit of a story that goes with the actual game. Although not much of it is presented in game, most of it's done through the manual in the box. So we went ahead and translated that, and hopefully it reflects the original story that actually was in the original release.
Cool. Alright, I'm hiding the goodies, but I think this is a reversible cover as well.
Yes. So one side has the original artwork, and the other side has a new updated artwork that we worked with Soft Vision on producing, which uses some of the in-game artwork and the logos.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
If I turn the music down a little bit, I saw the comment in chat. Thank you, Streshafel. Yeah, cool. So yeah, whatever side you like, put it on there. I'm gonna not put that back in right now because I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
So all right, and then flipping the box around to show that there is a manual and a cartridge. Love a good manual.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm usually the one that has to edit these manuals, and it's always been one of my favorite things to do with each release. For this one, it meant translating the entirety of the original manual, plus giving it a few extra bits of hints and tips that we kind of discovered along the way.
yeah, it looks to be full color here as well, which is cool. I'll show like a sample page here.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And yeah, we still need to do a few more things for the manual. I think Japanese translation on the second half of the booklet and a few little things here and there. But yeah, for the most part, the manual's pretty much good to go.
And yeah, despite this, I haven't read the manual at all, but I'll figure it out maybe as we're playing. I've never played this game before, so this is all new to me too. But yeah, there we go. There's actually this page in particular, the power-ups, is probably something I should definitely read. Despite showing it to chat right now, maybe I'll read it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you learn pretty quick. You get pretty strong pretty quick, but at the same time, it's nice to know what things do.
And then here's the cartridge.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty close to finish sample. What am I saying? The label will have a little bit more foiling and so make it really pop out, especially the logo. The board is probably not going to be that color, but it will have the back inscription which says "Eliminate Down" in Japanese, and that will probably be a brighter color. But other than that, yeah, that's the nice little shiny Emerald Nebula cartridge.
Yeah, and I do appreciate too that I can say this too for the Mega Man Wily Wars, that like it's a different cartridge shell compared to well, I mean it never came out in North America and physically, but if you're shopping like online somewhere for like if you happen to be looking for the original cartridge of this, like I can appreciate that it's a different color, so there's like absolutely no confusion if this ever somebody buys this and decides to sell it later.
Exactly. We want to keep our releases distinct from the original, and that's we appreciate the original releases. We don't want to be like ours is better than theirs, etc. No, the original is the original. Ours releases are different and unique. Obviously re-releases and stuff like that, but new licensing, new manual, new cover art, whatever we can to do to kind of distinguish it, and that goes with the cartridges too. And a lot of people I know suspect that different color cartridge shells, probably cheaper plastic. It's actually not. It's actually arguably almost even stronger than what the original cartridge shells were made out of. So they're pretty sturdy and strong.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, even if like just my own personal commentary here, like even if this isn't like 100% final, like I think what I'm holding in my hands right now seems pretty nice in my opinion. So I'm dig it. Cool. And if it's going to be even better too, that's just awesome for the actual release.
Definitely.
Yep.
So once a few more tricks will be set upon these final samples, then we're hoping that by around early spring we should be able to deliver these out to the shops that have pre-orders up for everyone. So
nice.
Something to look forward to in the new year.
Let's see. Let's put this. That's not going to show very well. Yep.
There you go.
I didn't plan that out very well. And by plan it out, I didn't plan it out at all. So.
That's fine.
Yep. If it doesn't work this time, then so be it. All right, there we go. Perfect.
Nice.
And yeah, just real quick too. the Devil May Cry comments, like, that's valid, although I can claim that I made the username DrMooCowz before the Devil May Cry franchise existed, so technically...
Don't come after him, Capcom.
Alright, should I pop this in and get started on playing? Oh yeah, and I guess while I'm in big camera mode too, you know, I am wearing the Guy RS shirt as well. and look at this, I'm even using you know, the blue Sega Genesis 6-button controller from
Nice.
you all too. So I'm trying to go all in as best I can here.
You didn't have to, but it's deeply appreciated.
Yeah, DeLorean Motor Company, like, they definitely they win for the DMC there. So
That's true.
all right, let me flip over to the main screen here. There we go. So, and I guess for full disclosure too, for anybody that cares about such things out there, I am playing on a actual Sega Genesis, Model 1 Sega Genesis North American version. So, gonna pop the cartridge sent to me in, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Black screen, there we go. Yeah, and if any volume adjustments need to happen for game sound or my microphone or Andy's microphone, just let us know. And I knocked down that. That's fine. Yeah, and I have... Yeah, deathless first try, that's the goal here. So. Yeah, I was gonna.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the intro play here at least one time just to see what it does. Yeah, I've only like popped this in long enough just to see if it worked, and it does. So, yeah, I've never played this game before. I've only heard of it. I've always, you know, I've always known about like the really expensive cost to buy this on the used market. Which, by the way, I really appreciate. That's something that you all seem to target, is games that are like not feasible for most people to purchase because it's just way too much money. Like, I'm definitely in that realm. Like, probably for me, like $80 is about my high limit for a game I want to purchase on the used market. Like 100 if I really want it, but like anything beyond that is like I just can't justify paying that much money for a video game.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially nowadays with the way prices have been skyrocketing for some games.
Cool. So I guess it just goes into demo mode here. I don't know if there's any actual story or anything that goes along with this.
There are story elements that play out at the end of the game.
Okay.
So yeah, you can just go ahead and start. This is just a demo.
Gotcha. All right. All right, so I'm going to take a quick look in the config. So normal ships, you can change the pad configuration, so it just looks like it's just a shot button and weapon select. Rapid fire on, yes. Ooh, a mini game. We might check out the mini game later to see what that's about. So, yep, I'll just leave it normal as is. And here we go.
Yeah, and chat, sorry about that. I don't know why the link thing is not working. The chat box not working right now, so I'm just putting the link manually. But yes, there is also a giveaway we're doing for the next 24 hours. Go ahead and click that Gleam link. Add your little entries, and you'll get a free copy once it's released.
Very cool. Well, my Deathless run is done already, so 1 CC still good to go.
Yeah. So yeah, the B's are barriers. Those are, well, obviously it gives you a little shield.
Yeah.
That actually,
Wow.
protects you from some bullet fire. There's technically 2 things that you power up. You power up your weapons. So pressing A or C will cycle through front, back, or your diagonals for weapons. Those get powered up, and a different series of power-ups for your front cannon, which is the main cannon. So like right now you're shooting like little tiny rockets forward. Those that will always fire despite whatever weapon configuration.
Okay. Missiles coming down from the bottom. Some crazy background effect.
Yeah, this game made a good amount of use of like parallax and different layers. So now you see like the clouds getting in the way. Some of them aren't. It's really cool.
Yeah, when I've streamed some shoot 'em ups, there's definitely like some games where like something along the chain. I don't know if it's my computer, capture card, or Twitch or whatever. It's like, yeah, I can't handle this. And it just tanks on like quality. It's like enjoy some 160p for the moment until the game gets a bit more normal.
Well, it's looking clear for now.
Oh, nice.
So at least as far as the story goes, it's kind of your typical big bad comes out from space and is trying to invade Earth, and then you're the pilot of a secret prototype ship that has to go out and save the world. But there is a bit more, I don't want to say emotion, or like a bit more story that kind of works towards the end of the game, which is really nice. The end, I will say the ending is very good.
Okay.
If you get the good ending.
If we get there at all. Oh, multiple endings. Okay, nice. I probably should be
first boss.
Oh, so that thing I fought earlier was just a mid-boss.
Yeah, there's mid-bosses in all stages. Sometimes two, if I remember correctly, in like the later stages.
Yeah, so I very recently did something on my channel that I called the A to Z 1cc Shmup Challenge, where I basically I put together like a list of games for every letter of the alphabet, and then I let chat vote for what was next, and then the goal was to 1cc all of it. I just finished that like back in early November, and I'm kind of getting flashbacks of like that again as I'm playing this game right now. I always kept like an attempt counter up there, and sometimes it was depressingly high on how long it took some games to defeat.
Yeah, understandable. Shooters are pretty tough sometimes.
Yeah. But that's also like something I appreciate about the shoot 'em up genre, just generally speaking too, is I think I always just kind of liked them when I was a kid, but I didn't even like really know like the term shoot 'em up or shmup or whatever. But like as I've gotten older and like I only have like an hour to play video games, what should I do? And you know, then the choice between like some 200-hour RPG versus something like this you can just pick up for an hour, and you know you're gonna get like some good gameplay in on this, win or lose, and I think that's pretty cool, and it's something that really appealed to me as I've gotten older. Yeah, X multiply flashbacks. Oh my gosh, that was probably the hardest game I played in the challenge. That game was crazy. Japanese arcade game.
I think we had that before. I don't remember if that was on... I think that might have been on a collection before, and I might have played it. But I do recall that game.
It's a IRM game.
That's right, I think we might have had it like on the Generations or the Super Retrocade, because we had quite a few IRM games on it, and like R-Type and Hammer and Harry and stuff like that, and Holy Diver. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I think that was one of the hard ones. I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Right. I did manage to 1cc it. It was nuts.
Oh wow, that's impressive. So yeah, this is another little display of just like how this game kind of changes things up as far as like the environment. So here you're kind of flying through Saturn's rings, and obviously the rings are made up of little tiny icy rocks. Oh yeah, this guy's a cool mid boss.
Just a mid boss.
Yeah, he's pretty straightforward, but
yeah.
I think his design is cool.
Yeah, I like it. You can blow up any time, sir.
Yeah, this one takes
There we
quite
go.
a bit. So the P's power up your alternate weapons. I believe the E's power up your main weapon.
Oh, I just shot an astronaut. Oh, okay. He was not friendly anyway. Okay, I don't feel bad now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're possessed by aliens.
Yep. It also freaked me out a little bit, the background asteroids. I wasn't sure if that was something I needed to dodge or not.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that here and there. I think Glay Lancer and Gyrus were similar, where they had like background elements look too similar to the foreground.
Yeah, for sure. Dang. Getting slaughtered all of a sudden. Yeah, you definitely feel it when you don't have a powered up weapon. Ooh, that might be game over. Yep, there it is. Yikes. There you go. I mean, that was pretty typical of what I was expecting for a start on this. So 9 credits. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they're pretty. They give you lots of credits for normal. On hard, I think it's down to 2.
Oof. Oof. I'll do one continue here. See where... I think that's the beginning of the level.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think only if you. No, actually no. It doesn't have a like save point, checkpoint. Sorry. So you always start at the beginning. If you continue, if you die, obviously you just respawn right there.
Yeah. And that's a really good design choice. Like, oh man, like, I guess, you know, bringing up Irem again, on some of their games, like, they're pretty notorious for, like, yeah, if you die, you have to do the entire level over again, even if you're on the boss. Like, oh my god, it's brutal. That is so brutal.
There's some games, I think Gyrus is guilty of it in a couple places, where it's like, you die, but you spawn at a checkpoint. And usually they're nice about giving you, like, power-ups right after the checkpoint, but there's a couple of stages where they don't.
Yeah.
I want to say the boss rush, and you have to like kill the first boss, and then you get power ups. Like,
Yep. I'm pretty familiar with that because I just edited my. I don't know how I did it. I got a deathless run in that game earlier this year, but I just put that up on my YouTube channel this week.
Nice.
So I was rewatching that, and yeah, I was having nightmares again on like various parts of the stages. Yeah, that boss rush stage especially, that was so hard figuring that out. That game was really fun though too.
Yeah, it's one of those like hard, but you want to come back and
Yep.
Right. This is kind of like a similar vibe in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't remember what year Gyrus came out, but it's probably close to this game.
It's 91?
91, okay. So a couple years before this one.
90, sorry.
90.
So this one came out late 92, early 93.
There we go. Level 2 weapon. Gonna try this missile thing, shooting off to the sides.
Another cool thing about those missiles is that in tunnels and stuff like that, they will actually crawl along the path.
Oh, okay. You know, definitely a little ode to asteroids here, which, you know, that's always nice to do. Kind of the grandfather of the genre in some sense. Yeah, I'm a big Atari 2600 collector and player, and you know, I've always loved the their version of asteroids. And the arcade's fun too, but I think it's the 2600 was the only one I always played.
I see.
Ooh, this guy. Uh-oh, I probably should have moved. Or I'm fine?
Okay, so this is like a multi-stage boss battle.
Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't get smushed.
Yeah, so the stage is going to auto-scroll you all around the ship, and you're going to be fighting him in multiple phases. So, yeah, buckle up.
Skellablimp. Yes, that's a great name for it. Got a nope out of here. All right. Oh. Yeah, I played enough shmups to know to get out of the way of the back thrusters. Oh gosh, that was really sudden on what I was doing too.
Yeah. You'll want to have your reverse shots going. Yeah.
Taking down the spotlight. It kind of looks like a spotlight beam.
Oh yeah, it moves. I forgot about that.
This thing. Hey, cheese. No, I refuse to remember anything about X Multiply. So did I'm sorry, I forgot the original developer name already. Soft something.
So the original developer technically is Apernet.
Apernet.
This is their only game that they actually developed and released.
Oh wow, okay.
The other credits that they have are usually licensed games that they're given to them to port to, like, I believe, like, to Genesis and Commodore and stuff like that. And they have a lot of unlisted credits for some other games. It's very hard because in the early 90s, late 80s, like, a lot of Japanese developers didn't want their actual developers to get poached. So they would either put nicknames as, their credits, or they just wouldn't list them at all.
Oh, okay. I've seen that a lot in a lot of credits, and I guess I didn't realize that's why that happens.
So, like, if you beat, like, Castlevania on the NES, everyone is just going under some random fake horror name. Like, James Banana was actually, like, I forget her name. She did a lot of the soundtrack work for Konami, but, obviously they just didn't want their people to get poached. So the same thing with Apernet. A lot of their unlisted credits, people claim that they work on a bunch of golf games and stuff like that. Soft Vision is also a semi-unknown publisher. It's actually kind of a common name, company name in Japan, but it's actually them. They actually work on, like, industrial software nowadays. But yeah, they kept the license for Eliminate Down, so we were able to do this release thanks to them. But yeah, it's kind of weird how this worked out. A lot of the few people who had listed credits for Apernet ended up working for a few other smaller studios, but the rest of them were pretty much just unknowns. They ended up either just switching industry or just, like, moving on to other things.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably hard in a lot of cases too, to even figure out who to contact to see, like, hey, how do we get permission to re-release a game that you did 35 years ago in some cases.
It's very interesting. I'm personally not the one who does the licensing, but I hear stories about how, like, they, in seeking out, hey, so and so, they're trying to find the person who developed this thing or whatever, and then the word gets out there, and then eventually, maybe the developer contacts us, or we find them first, or stuff like that. And then it's just a matter of, like, who gets the rights. And the way it is in Japan is very different the way it is over here. So we're very careful to make sure we ask first.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's clear before anything, like, if you don't want to jump the gun. But for the most part, like, we've had, great work with some of the original developers. We had it with Toplan, obviously. With Yuga-san, we were able to interview him. He's been really great to work with his new company, Tatsujin. And we hope to do more with them. But the same goes for, like, Irem has been a great partner. Capcom has been great. We've always worked with them on a few projects. Amongst the Retrobit stuff, we also did, like, a Mega Man controller back in the day.
Oh.
And licensed some other Mega Man titles for, like, our people Retrocade.
Very cool.
But yeah, it's nice to get to know these guys, but at the same time, like, these more obscure guys, we got to contact some of our partners for help. For sometimes it's like really hard to track down some of them.
Yeah, they're shooting silly string at me. Ah!
Ah, yeah, get used to. This is another cool, unique thing with the Genesis. Like, you don't really see these kind of effects in some games. But yeah, you'll see a lot of that with this boss fight, unfortunately.
Wow, it's pretty red. Oh, and I'm dead. Oh, yeah, I just saw that cluster of missiles that was coming at me.
That's not even his final form.
Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, let's see if I don't get got as much as I did the early part of this. Go! Well, I don't know how I dodged that. That's fine. Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Castlemania. The Castlemania Entertainment and Rounded Products and Limited Run Games are holding the pre-orders for Eliminate Down. So you can visit their website and check them out. They sell a lot of our stuff and a lot of other cool retro gaming stuff. So
Yeah,
you'll spend hours.
I can safely say I've bought stuff from all of them. Various things over time. Yeah, and this soundtrack too just sounds like you just hear it like yeah, that's the Genesis or Mega Drive. Like it just sounds like that just immediately. Do you know who did the music for this game?
Hold on, let me pull up the credits now that you mention it. Credits are kind of interesting. Oh, sound was Matsumoto. Team Matsumoto, they didn't put their first name.
Yeah, very cool. I'm trying to do better at just learning composers' names for all the stuff that I end up playing. Because, you know, it's a point of interest for me too. Music really helps with any video game. If it's got a good soundtrack, you're usually more tolerant of like trying to play games longer if it's got a good soundtrack to it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm starting to get smoked on this stage now.
Yeah, so Tatsuya Matsumoto, he only has credits on their other known releases, which is F1 Super License on the Genesis in 1991 and 1992.
That is a game I have never heard of.
Only released in Japan. Nakajima Satoru Kanshu F1 Super License. So that's the other thing is they were known for porting F1 games and golf games. At least Soft Vision was. And another thing to remember too, like during this time in Japan, they were releasing games within months of one another.
Oh man, I was like Civ 3 lives there. Yeah, I kind of get the sense that like Japan was just super competitive for the Genesis market, like similar to it was in North America.
Yeah, I mean, this is just from my experience and having read a lot of articles, thanks to this job. But it wasn't very competitive at first because people, or at least developers, were big on the arcades. That was making like all their money. But then once the consoles started to, PCs in general started to like actually be close to the arcade experience, then those developers started to look at home consoles and computers, and then the Mega Drive, I guess, for Japan,
Right.
kind of started to really show like, hey, we can have these graphics, we can have these awesome sounds on a regular CRT TV. That's when developers started to put more effort into porting their arcade games over to the home consoles.
Alright, watch this transition. Boy, Andy, this game seems really hard. I don't know if I can pass this stage. Is there any way to get more lives?
Well, funny you should say that. Thanks to our programmer, he was able to add in a new little code that doesn't exist in the original that will give you some 30 lives. So from this screen, go ahead and hold AC and up, and then press start.
Okay. And then just go into it.
And then just go into it, and you should have 30 lives.
Hey, how about that?
Boom.
That's awesome. So there we go. Oh, also,
oh, that's another thing.
I didn't know about this.
Shift speed and on the pause menu. I forgot about that.
Oh, let's see what crazy twitchy looks like. I'm pretty sure I'll hate it, but why not? Oh boy. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I get used to that.
Yeah, I usually leave it on like 5. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Me.
That's cool.
I don't know who can. I mean, there might be a challenge to try to beat this game on like the slowest speed possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess this isn't like something I'm specifically interested in, but I don't know how the scoring system works for this game. If there's any interesting things that you know about the scoring system.
As far as I know, you get a free continue at like 1,000,000 points, or is it 10 million? I forget. But the game is doesn't really give you much more than that. The high score is just kind of like a leftover from other arcade shooters.
Yep.
That even though this one didn't get an arcade release.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that's kind of cool about shoot 'em ups, even like the modern day ones that are coming out. Like, score is still kind of like shoot 'em ups. About the only genre I can think of where like score is still important to some people. I know a lot of people love to do score chasing and try to maximize their scores best they can in whatever game they're playing. It doesn't matter if it's an old school arcade thing or like a do Dojin kind of style game too. That's something a lot of people are interested in. So that's mostly why I kind of asked that question.
Yeah, and then some games have like online leaderboards nowadays. But yeah, it's kind of like everyone had that in their game. Like Mario had point system as well. It's like, well, what's the matter?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a holdover from arcade. I guess it was just the thing that they did. There were score chasing back in the day. In those days, some magazines held like competitions as well. The one that I'm aware of, I believe, Mega Man 1 had a competition in Japan.
Oh.
A couple times. I don't remember what the prize was, but that kind of makes sense since that Mega Man had a score display. I don't think the 2 and 3 had any.
I don't remember. I don't think they do, but yeah, I think anybody that plays Mega Man games anymore, they don't care about score.
Right.
It's casual like fun or speedrunning anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing with this, like, another thing is, like, with these games, these auto-scrollers, you can't really technically speedrun it, because everyone's just gonna have the same time.
Yeah.
So, I guess score would be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so there is, some games are, for shoot-'em-ups, are, like, there's categories for speedrunning them, and mostly it's like, hey, how fast can you kill a boss is generally how it is, because, like, yeah, otherwise, like, it's all auto-scrolling. But it definitely is a thing out there. It's definitely not super popular within the speedrunning community for what types of games are ran most of the time. But yeah, for me personally, it's always about survival is how I really like playing shoot 'em ups.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. 31 lives.
There you go. I guess the cutoff was, what, 36,000? 36, wait.
Oh, yes. Something like
350,000?
Yeah, that's probably what it was for the extra life. Yeah, this is a lot easier when I have a powered-up weapon. As I almost got smoked there. That's usually what happens when you talk any sort of trash about a game. Level 3. How high up do the weapon power-ups go for level?
I believe there's 3 levels for the sidearms, and then the main cannon goes up to 4.
Okay.
So like I think yours is a level 3 main cannon, but you should have maxed out, I think, on the side weapons. You can usually tell once it has the little blue and orange thing.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I think you're 1 level away. Well, once you fire the letter Z from your rear shot, that's when you know you're maxed out.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
It's very peculiar. Yeah, the letter Z, yeah, there you go. Then you are maxed out. It just shoots out letter N's and Z's.
Interesting.
I mean, they're supposed to be like jagged lasers or something like that, but it just looks like N's and Z's to me.
Right. This guy is going down much faster now.
Nice. And yes, most of these bosses have the same. They repeat the same patterns. There's a couple I think that kind of chase you a bit. And the cannon, the boss that shoots the orbital cannon, I think is one that kind of chases you, depending on what part of the screen you're at. But yeah, you can, if you memorize the patterns, you can pretty much just destroy the bosses without moving around too much.
These little astronaut dudes are still throwing me off as they're trying to trick me. They seem like they're friendly. Definitely not. They definitely made me feel bad the first time I shot one of them until I knew better.
Yeah. Just assume everything is hostile.
I mean, that's a good general rule for shmups. Okay. If you would have kept shooting there, I would have been dead.
Nice.
Alright, this is usually the commentator's curse when you do stuff like this. Like, apparently I didn't need the 30 lives since I haven't died yet.
Well, see, it takes that pressure off of you. Now you're like, oh, well, now I can actually do my thing.
Free and easy. And I like how I just accidentally figured out, like, oh, that's a safe spot when he charges forward there. At the beginning of this. The skull blimp, skeleton blimp.
Yeah, here's another thing. Like, they actually gave some of these bosses names. We tried our best to translate them and put them in the manual. Let me see if I can remember what this guy was. Let me pull it up. So yeah, they have some pretty literal stage boss names.
Oh, there we go. There's my first death.
Darn.
Oh, and my weapon level goes down too. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I think the main cannon goes down by... No, the side weapons go down by 1 when you die, so it's not too terrible.
If they didn't want to get shot, they wouldn't have put themselves in front of your bullets. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, so the first boss was called Rotator, and the second one was called Full Metal.
There we go. Yeah, hope everyone's enjoying what they're seeing out there. This is a pretty fun game so far from what I've been playing.
Yeah, and once again to repeat, this is on pre-order until January 2nd, 2024. I'll throw up the link right now. Oops.
I don't know how I didn't die there.
Where is it? Ah, here it goes. So yeah, pre-orders are live until January 2nd, 2024. We have lots of retailers in Europe. So if you're in France, Spain, Germany, UK, you guys all have your own dedicated vendors there as well. And for North America, we have Cosmetic Games, Rondo Products, limited run games, and actually for Canada we have PMP games. They're also hosting pre-orders. So.
Very cool. Ugh. Yeah, hope I can get my weapon powered back up again. But this is the part where all those lives will come in handy, so I'll just probably brute force my way through the boss in this stage at least.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
This is the. I hate the enemies that just fade in and out.
Yeah, that's true. They are just kind of. Unless you have it memorized, you can't really plan for it. Just so
I
they don't
don't even know if it's the same pattern. I think they literally just like appear randomly.
Silly string. I'm calling that silly string. Gotta collect P. Video games are obsessed with you collecting P.
Watch out for this guy.
Jeez. Yeah.
Holy missiles, huh?
Yeah, so at least pretty much his entire body is the hitbox, so that's the only kind of saving grace here on this.
Oh, like I said, this is not his final form. Actually, no, this is the mid-boss.
This is only the mid-boss? Oh, man.
I believe so. Unless I forgot.
So we got another dude up here.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the mid-boss, so... Yeah, this game is pretty serious with its bosses.
Oh. Yeah, this music that's playing on the background on this too, it's a nice fit for boss fights.
Yeah, there's a mini-boss thing that's repeated for each mini-boss fight, but it's actually really good. You know, it's
So similar, but more stuff keeps getting thrown at me.
yeah, those big lava balls. Oh, that's another thing too. You only get like a second and a half of invincibility. When
Yeah, I just kind of noticed that. Is you have to make sure you're like hopefully out of the way of danger by the time you respawn.
Yeah, you get your few shots in and you just start dodging immediately.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
No. I was about to say, I think I figured out a pattern, and then I got destroyed, so now I didn't figure out anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness. Right. Oh, that's still not it? Alright, because that was a mid-boss. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh wait, there's more.
This track's pretty red. Almost kind of reminds me of Doom, like the Doom soundtrack in some ways.
It's a bit industrial.
Hello, friend. No, he doesn't want to be friends.
Ah, yes, the big guy.
Shooting small blue donuts at me. Oh. Whoa, nice. Big skull. So I can't tell if I can shoot the thing up top or not. Oh, there we go. It just exploded. So yes, I can. The eyeballs on this thing for sure. That's probably the main focus. Those teeth are pretty gnarly. I like it.
Yeah.
More or less got this now. There we go. Controller would be thrown and smashed into a million pieces at this point. Yes. Yeah, shoot 'em ups aren't for everyone. I can safely say that.
Yeah. Oh, you got an extra life at the end too.
Here we go. This is unwritten rule in shmups. You got to have some sort of biology style stage. I don't know what game started that trend, but yeah, that's just a thing.
I remember R-Type, the original. Maybe?
So Gradius, for sure. They usually had like one like that. Oh. So, alright. The question is how far down and up do these things go?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And missiles are kind of
fine.
useful here sometimes in the back shot.
Yep. As I was squeezing through like the tight spot, like, yeah, I'm gonna switch to missiles. No. No, just casual several hundreds of teeth here, no big deal. It's probably fine. Oh, there we go. Crawling along the edges, like you were saying earlier. There's a lot of bullets there, but at least it's going slow. Old man DrMooCowz likes slow bullets. Gives me time to think about where I want to go. Whoa!
Oh yeah, those bullets stay.
They're still lingering! Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, this Eliminate Down will surprise you with some enemies.
Yeah.
I've played through it so many times now, it doesn't surprise me, but I keep forgetting that, you know, this is some people's first look at it. Yeah, it'll catch you up.
Oh, I do like me some body horror in my games. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think I mean, obviously the horror element is a bit mild by today's standards, but
yeah,
for the time it was clearly like a shooter horror kind of thing going on. I think you can blow up the bodies somehow, yeah. You can get the angular shots into the bellies or something like that.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Except every bullet they shoot is exactly where I need to be. Trying to go after the bottom one. There we go. Yeah, if those spiky things were still approaching from the back, I've been dead a long time ago. Woo!
Nice.
This is fine. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have more spikes coming out of everywhere too.
Whoop. I'm just gonna take advantage of the the iframes there if I had it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what those things do if you give them a chance to live. Okay.
Well, you're doing definitely way better than I was when I first played it.
Whoop. There we go. No! Almost got there.
Yeah.
I was not
those-
ready for those, but apparently I was ready enough. Somehow
Yeah,
I
they
feel like
just
they
come
might-
out. You probably even kill them.
I was gonna say I bet they were coming out here from the ceiling, but I was wrong. It's more spiky things. Yeah, 30 lives here. This is definitely the casual way to play this.
Yeah. Felt it was a good choice. This guy's called the Gold Armor.
Yeah, I could see that.
You can actually get behind him and shoot him with your back shot, too, if you want to try that.
Alright. So presents
But that's
an
when he gets
opportunity.
to one side. Yeah.
Maybe. Man, yeah, I don't think I can live back there very long. At least I don't know how to live back there. Blew off an arm, both arms. Oh, now it's doing the thing where it's shooting stuff from behind me now, which I generally hate, but that's how it is.
Yeah, that blue diamond on his chest is the big point. Nice.
It's like a crocodile. Kind of looks like a crocodile head. I'm not even really paying attention where I'm shooting. I'm just trying to dodge stuff and just hoping I hit things that matter.
Yeah, the head's the weak point at this stage. I don't know if the arms
There
actually
we
take
go.
damage. Maybe they do. Nice.
Yeah. If you see weird stuff, yeah, that's usually the answer.
Welcome to the halfway point.
Oh,
Things get
boy.
harder.
Is it 10 stages overall?
This is where you have to be patient. Because you're going to be following this thing for most of the stage.
Patience, how long does that take?
Until those 30 lives are gone.
Whoops. Yeah, I kind of get some Technodrome vibes. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that Russia fell.
Wait for its body to show up.
Yeah. Oh, right, jeez. There's a lot to remember here for this.
Yeah, I don't think you can destroy those things, but you just have to dodge that and kill its little drones that shoots out.
Oh, cool. There's 2 of them now. That's what I wanted.
Again, patience.
Yep. Apparently right here is okay. I'm not moving until I feel like I really need to. Oh boy, okay. Wow. Yeah, that was an eventual death trap.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tempo changes on this tune. Oh, okay, I did take out the little sparky thing on the side there.
Oh yeah, I'll be thinking. I didn't notice that those actually get destroyed.
Singular and incorrect, yeah, for death trap. Several death traps here. Okay. Got kind of the, it's kind of a nod to Gradius for the style stage here.
Yeah.
Doing some 16th notes there on the, the music.
Hey, extra life.
Yay, and it's gone. And there's another one. Oh, I'm down my last one. Okay.
Oops.
I just have to not die for the rest of the game that I've never played before. No big deal. Yeah, nope, there it is. Right on cue. Oh man. Does the continue give me 30 lives? Let's find out. It does. Sick. Oh no, I gotta do this again though.
Well, now at least you know to blow up those electric thingies.
It's true. Oh, actually, that happened pretty quick that time. Oh, okay. This doesn't feel as intimidating now as I die. That was so predictable that was going to happen. Well, that's not so bad. Immediate death.
That's a good question. Will you try to 1cc this back in shmup jail?
Maybe. Yeah, there's rumors of if I do another challenge, or I'll call it like second loop for the A to Z thing. Yeah, this would definitely be probably on the list for the letter E for voting for sure if I did a second loop.
The only R version for the 30 lives.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, this feels like this would be one of those games that would take several streams and maybe even like 100 plus attempts to 1cc this like the legit way with normal and all that. That's right, Hoodie. Second quest is usually less fun if Legend of Zelda has taught us anything. Yeah. I'm being on my best behavior about that today too, Leo. So. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how I was supposed to get through that without dying there. But...
Yeah, I think you're supposed to be ahead of it? I don't know. I just take the death myself.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that bullet there. You know what? We're gonna crank that down a little bit on the speed. So. Feel like I'm a little bit too quick this kind of section. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of nice if there was a button config to adjust the speed on the fly too, so you didn't have to pause if you wanted. But the Gyres did that, I believe, but they only had kind of like 3 speeds to toggle between, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Gyres had 3, Blade Lancer has 4 or 5? I think 5.
Let's just use this gap.
Sure, there's a... Oh, this boss is very difficult, in my opinion. Well, he's difficult until you find a good position to shoot him.
And of course, he comes closer.
Whoop. He wants a hug.
Yeah. You need to social distance your way from me, sir. Oh, reticle, this could only be good news. Oh boy, that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Yep, I live here now, where I can't hurt him.
Oh, yeah. He only takes damage on his eye.
Yeah.
That's open. But you can sort of press your grip close enough that it actually takes damage, even though you're on the wrong side. But I've only been able to do that a few times.
Yeah, I don't have a good grasp of where the hitbox really is on the ship. But,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you just gotta find the cheese strat for bosses in these games and just roll with it.
Yeah. Discover them on the fly and just go with it.
right here. Whoop. Yep, there we go. Oh, that still got me up there. Oh no, the invulnerability thing. That's nasty. This dude is pretty unassuming. It's pretty nasty. Come in.
Usually the diagonals are a safe spot for this guy.
I'm up here. Whoop. Ooh. There we go, I'm learning. Yeah, and I guess I definitely noticed this out throughout the game too, that definitely appreciate that like there's not a specific weapon that you should be using all the time. So they did well with the design there to like, yeah, you kind of have to switch to different types of weapons on various bosses and parts of the stage to be effective.
Yeah, and like we said in some of our posts and stuff, it's very similar to what Hellfire did. With Hellfire you have 4 modes. It was like, what? Front, back, diagonals, kind of style of firing. And that came out, I think, 2 years before this one. So you can assume that it's inspired by it. Obviously, we don't know because Acronym dissolved
Right.
not long after releasing the game. But yeah, there's some elements, especially with the way some of the stages scroll. You know, not always so linear. Like at this one, you're going up and down. It's pushing you diagonally, stuff like that.
Made it. Okay.
Yeah, one of the blue blocks can be destroyed.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
You get an exterminator in here.
Yeah, you'll be entering the boss chamber from this position.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. The boss chamber. Whoa! Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Wow, everything's fine, see?
You got this, man. Good thing you slowed down your ship.
Right? Oh, okay, yep. Shield's the only thing that kept me alive there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it takes a few hits and then it'll disappear.
Yeah, there's absolutely no panic happening at all, Leo.
It's just surprise reaction.
Oh, okay.
This isn't the boss, if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, okay. It feels like a boss, but no, apparently not. Yo, Coffee Cup Arcade. Welcome in.
Alright, here we go. The lasers linger around for a bit. That's what I can tell you.
Okay. Oh. Wah, wah.
And destroy the arms one by one.
That's probably the smart move. Unless that puts it into a harder mode, but I don't know that until one of them's destroyed. Sometimes games will trick you.
Yeah, you can try damaging them equally, but I haven't tried that before.
Otherwise, I'm not sure what I'm shooting for the main part of the boss. I don't really see like a hitbox flashing or anything.
I think the arm and then the center.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice to see a lot of familiar names in chat today too, by the way, so appreciate everyone hanging out, so new and old.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us.
Oh, okay. I should have. Oh, that's an interesting.
Yeah, it goes all the way around.
It's like transparent and kind of blends in with the background too on that particular.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
It'll have 2 out, but the second one will.
There we go.
The first one will clear out.
Woo!
Nice.
There we go, round 5.
Nice. You might just beat this tonight.
Maybe. Yeah, easy game. Now here we go.
I don't know what those are. They're
It's like some bubbles floating around. There's like some red blobs. There's, I don't know what you would call those freaky things at all.
giant bitey heads with human legs for some reason.
Yes, I love. I think I kind of like. I'd more favor on kind of like the ridiculous side of stuff for just gaming. So like stuff like Parodius. Like I love that series. Just like random stuff that makes no sense together. Then I think like stuff like this is a very close second for me on stuff I like seeing in gaming,
Yep.
regardless of genre.
I'll just assume those are tadpoles.
Yes. But then I was kind of wondered too, just generally speaking, about a lot of the game companies that like, when they're coming up with stuff like this, like, did they have board meetings about it, or like they just let the graphics artists just go ham with something and like, hey, how about this? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Or, like, was this a first revision of what stuff is? I have no idea. I'd love to be like a fly on the wall in some of those past meetings in a lot of games in the past.
I mean, when we were able to talk with Yuga-san from Toplan, he was pretty much telling us that, yeah, we need a space shooter vertical scrolling for the arcade. And then he would come up with an idea, present it, and they'll be like, do it. And then whatever their designers or programmers can do, that's what they did. And whatever they couldn't do, they save it for the next game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. And we just like, hey, I want to do this giant demon dragon in space. Can you do it, programmer? And then the programmer would try, and if it worked, it worked. And if it didn't, then next time.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff on the screen right now.
Yep.
And actually, that's cool. That's not really slowing down either. I'm kind of impressed by that.
Yeah, there's some sections where there is slowdown just because of the sprite count, but sometimes, I mean, it's very rare in this game.
I'm also, I wouldn't say impressed, but I'm shocked I haven't died on this yet. But it's coming now. Oh, it's backing up. Okay. Ooh, the bass going ham now. Yeah, it's definitely a cute 'em up now burst. Oh my god, what is that? Okay. Oh, those pushed me back. Okay, it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way I can dodge that.
It's a giant turbine. that's
Right,
inside this-
okay. Well, they just like came at me first. I was like, I don't know where to go on this. I kind of froze, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Hello. Appreciate the raid.
And just to reiterate, yeah, we're showing off Eliminate Down. Yeah, we will be re-releasing. Pre-orders in on January 2nd, 2024. I have the link to shop at various European, North American vendors up on top of the chat. Other than that, enjoy the show. DrMooCowz, he is destroying this game. Died a bit, but I mean, he hasn't died Like, you died like twice in this stage.
So
at least.
I definitely am not using any sort of 30 live code or anything. It's all just 100% skill, and I just have just the killer instinct on shmups, and it just, you know, I 1cc them all the time, and hopefully my sarcasm's being laid on thick enough here. And
Yep.
uh-oh, I see a kitten just arrived. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Melina is here to wreck the stream now.
She's gonna give you the energy to defeat this.
Yep, this
Yeah,
is...
once you blow up its eye, or not blow up its eye, but once you do enough damage, it starts getting more aggressive.
Jeez, yep. Ah! Wow, I am just sitting lives. Hi, Melina. Yep, I get it. You want rubs. I'm gonna try to pet a cat and play a really hard shmup at the same time. What could go wrong? Man, that thing with the red laser that just comes out and shoots to the side is... There we go. Finally figured out the dodging spot for that. That thing is nasty. Oh, last life.
I think the diagonal missiles can get it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. Wow. Hi, Melina. Alright, we gotta show off Melina real quick.
There you go.
Alright, we hit start there before I lose the continue. And there we go. Here's Melina. It's one of my 4-month-old kitties.
Oh, it's cute.
You just tried to press the mute button on the microphone, I saw you. So. Yep, the Katana and Melina. It's a famous... I feel like that was a good sister names for a couple cats.
I like it.
Oh. Yeah, I did my best to try to like tire them out before the stream started, and it's like I don't think realistically they were gonna like stay away, but I wasn't gonna lock them away either. So.
Yeah.
But hopefully the very first weekend that I had them, I was playing something on Genesis, and I don't remember which one did it, but like one of them like stepped on my console and like froze the game. I was like, well, so that's very much a possibility that could happen here. Hope not, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Less shmups, more belly rubs. I get it. I understand. Yeah, both of them were torties.
My puppy chewed through my Xbox 360 AC adapter.
Oh no.
Why is it not turning on? And then I was like, oh. And then I just found the plug out piece of the cord, like in another part of the house. It's like, oh no.
Well, I've been lucky so far that haven't had any electronics get damaged like that, but it might just be a matter of time. Other things in the house for sure. They've destroyed a couple blinds in the house already.
Yeah. It's always like the most randomest things pets will destroy.
Right.
Like, I've lost a couple lamps. The backside of a bookcase they thought was like cardboard, so they just like chewed through it.
Okay. Dog logic. Yeah, so I'll spare everybody on this one, but usually like when the cats are laying on my lap like they are now, I usually pan the camera down. I jokingly call it like the crotch / kitten camera 9000. Like, I'll refrain from that for this stream.
The kitty cam.
Yep.
I think there's several streamers that have done that before that we've worked with. I know Aurora, she has her cat cam that she has pointed at the scratch post.
Oh, nice.
But that guy has some power-ups.
Oh, right, yeah, so I probably should kill them faster. No, no! Oh, that was bad.
Oh, you got one.
Whew, barely.
Those look frighteningly like the mutated astronauts. I was gonna say before.
Yeah, yeah. Take that turbine. Ding 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 ding. Yay, level 3.
Nice. Well, now you know what to expect from this guy.
Right, and say hopefully I can get some work done before lose the weapon power up. More of that. Oh, I didn't even see the bullet that got me there. Dang. Oh, I see. I gotta shoot the launchers.
There's normal and hard, I believe. Hard gives you less continues and the enemies shoot way faster.
Yeah, I'm playing on normal currently.
Actually, no, it's easy, normal, and hard.
Oh, you can shoot those things from the red log thing.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically you can't. Oh no, here we go again. Sheesh. Alright.
You gotta be hugging the wall.
Yeah. Wow, okay. Oh, but those things come from the bottom too.
Yeah, I believe easy is very forgiving, but I don't know. I have to check again, but I don't think you can complete the whole game in easy mode. It stops like after level 6. But I might be mistaken.
Alright, right now, I was about to say that felt like a sweet spot there, but not quite.
Yeah, you just gotta keep fidgeting up and down.
Oof. Oh, it's only when the eyeball is exposed, not the mouth specifically. Okay. Sheesh. I don't know, I might melt through all 30 of these. Oh, there we go. Got him.
There you go. You got 1 life back for that.
Hooray! That's a worthy trade-off. Well, Melina's being a good girl, just sitting on my lap right now.
Those little guys that just hug those blue things are annoying.
Melina's staring at me. I don't know if she's on camera right now or not, but she's like, hey, why aren't you giving me rubs? I'm trying. So I guess if that's important to anybody out there for games, you can technically play this by holding down one button to shoot and while giving your pet rubs at the same time. So results on effectiveness for both the video game and the rubs are probably compromised, but you can still do it if you need to multitask. Yeah, they like to think my the cords on the controllers and especially like on my headset or toys, and
Right.
no ma'ams. They don't listen to me, so.
Don't forget, everyone, we do have a giveaway going on for a free copy of the game. There's a link for you guys. Entries end at like tomorrow. We'll select the winner, and then once the game releases, we'll send you a free copy. It's open to wherever we're able to ship to. Sorry, North
Oh no.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah, definitely wish the invulnerability time was just a little bit longer, but you know, you'll adapt over time, I suppose.
Yeah.
You grind on this enough. Oh, that flame got me, dang.
Yeah, this stage has the most slowdown that I remember.
Sort of the turbine-y, like the blue and silver things that are still there, but yeah, those are kind of cool. Oh,
Yeah, this game definitely wants you to like alternate between A and C to switch your stuff. Wow.
spite. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay, I have no sense on where to be on that drop.
Yeah, you need to be like in the upper middle of the stage.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah, it doesn't matter if I press A or C, it's always like cycles one direction. So I was just trying to figure out if it went backwards or not, which it doesn't appear to be that way. Yeah. Yeah. Big time. What was your estimate on when you thought final copies of this will be ready to ship to retailers?
Probably early spring. So usually for any of these releases, we announce it, and usually within a few months. If we're not manufacturing, we should be getting close to at least getting there, and then we have a nice streamlined process now, so now we can actually make better estimates. And around COVID and after COVID, it was kind of difficult with the way shipping was. So it's like, yeah, it's almost here, guys. I think with Wily Wars, people waited almost like half a year, but we got it done. But yeah, now we can say like for Eliminate Down, pretty solid around like early March, maybe at worst April, but like you saw, like it's almost close to done.
Yeah, is this version of the game I'm playing, do you think there's going to be any more tweaks to the actual game or the ROM or whatever? Or do you think it's
so
pretty
right
final?
now, yeah, the version you're playing right now is the version that we're testing. So alongside with you playing this right now, we have like a dozen or so testers trying this out on different consoles and stuff. So if we find any, compatibility issues or like game breaking issues that we can address, we'll obviously do that. But so far so good. We've done like a solid couple weeks of testing internally. And
cool.
We're pretty happy with the state it's in now. Close to the original, still has a little bit of that little janky slow down and stuff like that, but that's nothing we can really address in the source code. But yeah, we made a couple improvements, so hopefully, it won't be too long in the process of manufacturing it and getting everyone's copies.
Oh.
I guess always remember when you have that dead drop to have your back shots going.
Cat's kind of slipping off on my lap right now. No, she's not on camera. That's dangerous though, because it's she's gonna fall. Like my crotch is probably gonna be her anchor point to try to. I don't want that. I think everyone will know if that happens. I
Just hear the audio spike.
Yeah, so if there's a spike in audio from screaming in pain, that's exactly what happens.
So this is what I call the life eater.
Yeah, I can agree with that in the 4 seconds I've been fighting this already. Oh man. Jeez.
But yeah, you can destroy the top and bottom, I believe. He slows down or something.
Trying to figure out a safe way to do it. And, yep, not happening yet. Jeez.
I forget if I use the missiles on this one or not.
Let's try hanging out here. I mean, okay, that worked. I live here for the moment, though, so I feel like I'm safe to move. Oh, thank goodness there's no, like, timer on this. I can't stand that when games do that, regardless of genre.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I understand it was like an old arcade thing, and you need to make your quarters or whatever. Come on. Right. I don't think there's a as safe spot down bottom. Okay, good. The part's done anyway.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, just back away. No, it's just a mid-boss. This game would be absolutely brutal to learn to get a 1cc on it.
Yeah, you'll know when you hit the boss in this.
Okay.
This guy chases you around for quite a while.
I wanted that power up. Yikes. I'm fairly certain something's going to be coming from behind on me here in a moment. Unless my instinct's telling me at least. Oh, well. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. I was right. It just didn't happen when I thought it was going to happen.
Nice.
Gee. Oh yeah, I was going to say too, when you were talking about doing all the QA testing, like, I think it's really cool that there's like a lot of different ways to play actual cartridges these days too.
Yeah, so just talking original, we got, you know, NTSC, Japan, USA, and PAL consoles that we test on. So that's Genesis 1, 2, and for US, Genesis 3.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a big lad. I forgot about that, otherwise I would have won.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you have those consoles, then you have the Mega SG.
Oh, jeez.
There's our consoles.
Well, okay.
Yeah, this is the guy that kind of follows you that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's charging his lasers.
I guess he can keep doing this forever, that's fine, but I don't assume that's what's going to happen.
No, he will just literally just beam the entire stage. He'll go from left to right. And yeah, he climbs the top.
Oh, smush. Yep, that was the wrong
Yeah,
guess
that's
for the safe spot there. Oh. Melina's not impressed. She's trying to take a nap now. Oh man, right. Yeah, feel free to keep an eye on time for me too. I haven't been paying attention to that at all.
Oh, you're free to stop whenever. It's already been, what, 90 minutes
Okay.
or so? So
I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to see if I can beat it with this, but I also don't want to like linger too long either.
yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun game for sure. No,
Yeah, and there's always something different that you can find, like, between the weapons and powers and all that stuff. But there's also like some stages that offer you alternate paths. I think what stage 5 and 6 have like little tiny detours
Oh, that's
you can
cool.
take that might be easier depending on how strong you are.
yeah, so I definitely like shoot 'em ups from every era that they've existed. You know, there's a lot of really cool like modern shmups that have come out, especially on the indie scene. But
Yeah.
I think it's still kind of my wheelhouse is probably this era of shmups. And these are the ones I really like playing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, thank goodness there's like tons of them on Genesis and Super Nintendo and and Turbo Graphics.
Yeah, there's Turbo Graphics is one of those consoles that was just kind of like lost history for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of those. I'm glad some of them are actually, some Turbo Graphics games are actually going to be released like on Switch and stuff like that, but it would be nice to see those classics once again the way they were originally made.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely never knew anybody growing up that had a TurboGrafx 16. I think I occasionally remember seeing like a commercial for it on television. I was like, I don't even know what I'm seeing right now. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I mean it was always the commercial for the Retro Duo was the ones that I remember because it was just very cheaply made.
Yeah.
Just flash price for $499. You can play CD quality games and stuff like that. But then you see the games, you're like, wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Box Adventure looking in all HD and stuff.
See, I was ready with the back shot that time. I learned.
And yeah, it just so happens that so many of our re-releases have been shooters, kind of like this.
Yeah.
It's
Still.
It just shows you like how tastes change. People really like these, and then it kind of faded away. I think after everything kind of moved towards polygons and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. It felt like there was a huge gap in shoot 'em up releases, probably like in the very late 90s and early mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Now when the Switch came out though, there was like definitely like a nice resurgence of like a huge resurgence of just like interest in the genre.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate too that I think that the DS and 3DS had shooters and releases as well, but it's so hard to play those on a tiny screen.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there we go. That's the sweet spot. I can't, if I go like an inch or like a pixel forward there, I can't.
Yeah, your ship's
Kill this.
literally like in the ceiling.
Noted for when I have to go to the bottom. So I know that eventually worked last time.
There you go.
Waiting for the mid stuff to stop shooting. Whoops. Do you... Here, maybe? There we go. Nope.
Oh, your front cannon's still shooting it, so you're good.
Jeez. Alright, we're gonna try this the old style way since there's less stuff shooting at me now, at least. Okay, that's probably better. Yeah, tons of re-releases of old games on Switch, and then like tons of new games come out too. It's been awesome kind of see like the resurgence of the genre for modern times for sure.
Yeah, and at least for me, like I was getting kind of tired of seeing so many like bullet hell style games.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice that people are now being way more creative,
Yeah.
making it more engaging.
Yeah, I still kind of think like shmups, just generally speaking, are definitely still kind of in a niche genre of the overall market, but people that like shmup. I really like shmups. And, you know, they're very dedicated to it. I'm basically talking about myself, I guess. But,
No, I mean it's a whole. I mean it's a niche, but it's one of those passionate niches. That
yep.
I have several good friends. Some of our testers are just really big on shoot 'em ups themselves. It's kind of like just getting a challenge.
Right.
Like people who like puzzles a lot. It's like 10,000 piece puzzle. Give me that.
HG, hello, welcome in. Oh, HG, right, the lava from last time. Yep, having a good time here, getting slaughtered.
Oh, at least now we're back to the beam boss.
Alright, did I learn anything? Nope, apparently not, okay. That first pattern is just so nasty.
Yeah, he just goes everywhere. So when he does his beam, he never goes to the extremes of the screen, so you can go far left or far right.
Okay.
But other than that, he's just kind of random.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm digging this game. It's something I've heard of, and this is this is the first time I've played this game at all. But yeah, it fits right in with the feel of a lot of Genesis and Mega Drive shmups I played.
Yeah.
So if you like that, this is right. This is definitely something people should check out.
Yeah, and it's funny because when it originally released in Japan, a lot of the reviews kind of panned it. But that's because they were comparing it to literally the best arcade shooters and the best console shooters, Thunder Force and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it got overlooked a lot, and I don't know the sales numbers. I did my best to research everything, but they don't really keep that many records about the release of this game, other than we assume it was a low quantity release, possibly in the thousands only. And then Samsung released it in South Korea for even less photos, so we assume that's why there's scarcity in finding this game.
Interesting.
But in the 2000s, once Shinema started to kind of pick up in the West over here, you couldn't find a list that said the best shooters that didn't have a limited down on it. Once people discovered it or rediscovered it.
Yeah. Yep, and I think that's also kind of why if you're trying to buy an original of this game, that's why it's so expensive to get.
Well, I think it fits a really interesting category in that it's a super rare game. Has no text in it, really.
Nope.
So all you need to do is just modify a console and you can play it. But it's actually really good.
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of ticks those boxes, which not many games that are super expensive or rare, actually have.
Yeah. Yeah, oftentimes a really expensive rare game is actually not fun to play at all.
What is it, the track and field game on NES? What's it called? The World of something. Oh, Stadium Event.
Stadium Event, yes. There we go.
So, do you really want to play Stadium Events rather than going AB, or you want to use the pad?
So then there's World Class Track Meet, which was more readily available. What I believe is the same identical game as Stadium Events 2. So.
It's unique reasons for a lot of those rare games. We're lucky that we were able to release so many, or not release so many, but a good chunk.
Yep.
Of some of those, especially for the Genesis, which there's. You look at the Western library for pretty much any console, and you're like, oh, that's pretty solid. And then you see what the Japanese region got. It's like, I want that.
Oh, I guessed wrong there, dang. Woo.
Oh, good try though.
Oh, man. I'll do one more try on this, and then I guess we can wrap it up here. I need to get to that boss with like 20 plus life. I think it's really, that really needs to happen.
Yeah, and some upgrades hopefully.
Yep. Yeah, I do like that for sure. Like what you all have been doing for trying to find games like this that are like for most people are like unrealistic to. If you're like a physical collector, like you're probably not gonna be buying the original of this. It's just too pricey.
And it all goes back down to like us ourselves. We're in a position where we can say like, "Hey, I like this game. Maybe we should try to re-release it."
Right. And
most of our team, like, they're varying levels of gamers. You know, hardcore, casual, classic, or modern. I myself, I didn't grow up with the Genesis, but I was always jealous of my friends that had Genesis. I'm like, oh, I want to play Streets of Rage and do that all the time, but my family were Nintendo, and then we switched to PlayStation. So a lot of games that I wish I had, I couldn't do. Just obviously, most families, when they chose one console and they stuck with it, kind of thing.
yeah, I mean that's just kind of how the reality was with finances for a lot of people too. It's just get what you get, and
and then once I was in college working multiple jobs, and then I could afford it, I just got them all.
yep, that's kind of what I did too. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, these games were just way out of reach, and then you realize and find out little by little that the entire new untouched region of like games that were really good. Usually, when I was growing up, I was like, well, if it came out in Japan and didn't come out here, it's probably not good, which was just not true.
Yeah, so that's not not a good assumption.
Yeah, I was not very smart, but yeah, I quickly learned. I looked up all these like rare games and great games, and played a bunch of them myself. I'm like, man, a lot of these would be great if we ever released them ourselves. And so I started working for Retrobit. So yeah, it's always been like a group effort. Like, what would be cool? What do we want? And then if we're working with certain license stores, we've been lucky to work with Rhythm on so many releases, and they have so many games that we just never saw the day light out here.
Right. Yeah.
It helped us so much with getting started, especially with like Hammer and Harry with Holy Diver, especially.
Yep. Yeah, those are both games I actually happen to have the original Famicom cartridges for.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that Holy Diver one's going for quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't want to say impossibly hard for that game, but it's pretty hard.
It's, I would say like 20 minutes in, if I haven't died, it's a miracle. But yeah, it's these relationships that we've grown, and like, if it wasn't for the way we've been able to improve and work with certain license stores, pay tribute to the way the original games were released, like we probably wouldn't be able to work with Capcom on Wily Wars,
right?
Or, Soft Vision for Limited Down. It's like these games that just never came over here at all, physically.
I can't find the sweet spot on this guy now.
Oh,
there we go. I'm just going to try to move straight down and see if that works. Probably won't. Nah, I thought I was going to get got on that part of it, and that's exactly what happened. Alright. And yeah, I loved that you did Wily Wars. Like, that was one I was seeking out for probably like a PAL region copy for a very long time. And then I heard like when you all were doing it, like, ooh, yes, 100% getting that. Plus, that would be the better version anyway, because it'll work better on NTSC.
Yeah, we were very lucky. We were very lucky to not only just to release it, but to also get like a chance to do little tiny improvements on it. And that's the thing with each release. And we always ask you, like, hey, source code or whatever, anything that we could do to improve it. Translations and stuff like that. We have talented programmers, but they can't be miracle workers.
Right.
But
Yeah, if you don't have the original source, like you're just got to do your best on reverse engineering on some of it, if it's even possible at all in some cases.
You gotta remember these games were using very basic and encrypted code sometimes.
Yep.
Not everything's assembly.
So not in this era, no. Yeah, I don't like my chances for the final boss here. I've already lost 20 lives on the stage.
Maybe you work better under pressure.
Maybe. I mean, there's still a cat sleeping on my lap right now, too. Anyone's just tuning in, you know. Oh! Oh, see, I said her name. Well, I was talking about her, and she just pushed my hand with her paws. This is a 2-player, 1-controller run now. So.
Yeah, that Samurai Showdown RPG is not released here. I don't think. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I don't even think I knew there was an RPG of that. That's pretty rad. Hey, the lava got me again. I will not learn my lesson, apparently.
Flash lava. Yeah, I think there was also like some Virtual Fighter RPGs that weren't released over here either.
Oh, interesting. Oh. Right.
You almost had a pattern there.
Yeah. Oh, it's when that little thing comes out of the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's vulnerable. Okay. Little mouth with kind of looks like the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars.
Yeah. Little toothy pit.
Yeah, lava, please. Coming back this way. Whoop. Yep. Alright, you live over here. That's fine.
Body slam. Okay, you live.
I think that was the first good thing I've done on this fight.
Well, that pattern won't change, I don't think.
Yeah, I realize I probably could be using a different weapon on there, but I want to stick with this front weapon on that part. Oh! Here comes the down. Oh, and he slapped me with his hand. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, I just gotta remember. No problem. There's a lot of shoot-em-ups from this era, too. It is kind of just a lot of memorization, just through repetitive failure over and over until you get it.
Exactly. Well, that's what this 30 lives trick kind of helps.
Right. Get out of the way? No. Okay. I wasn't sure where his arms were going to fling that time.
Oh.
Belina, you're about to fall off the chair in my lap. I can feel it. Hey, got him.
Nice. And they give you an extra life.
Hey, alright.
Now, I think round 8 is the last one, and it's the longest one.
Okay. Yeah, since it's video games, it's got to be the easiest stage, right?
There's a lot of different enemies that I remember.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is like if you don't clear all this stuff, you're gonna be in big trouble kind of thing. Which I'm struggling a bit with the weak weapon. Oh. Melina's about to try to jump on my laptop. And that's if something interesting happens with the stream, that's probably what happened with the cat. Get on my laptop.
You go to hyperspace.
It's not really the weapon I wanted, but we'll roll with it. Yeah, this is kind of nuts.
Hanging in there.
Yep. Oh, just realized my last life, too. Alright, here we go.
Yep. I don't want to say it, so...
Kind of the return of all these dudes.
Yeah.
Saw these on previous stages. No! I knew that was the guy that was going to get me.
Dang.
Oh, man.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a little peek at the final round.
Yep. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Awesome, great work, man. I didn't think you'd... I mean, I don't want to say I didn't think you'd get here, but... It wasn't looking pretty good for a while.
Yeah.
You pulled through.
Yeah, if I didn't have the 30 live code, I probably wouldn't have got past 3, I'm guessing, for today. But
Yeah. Well, awesome, great work. And just a quick reminder, everyone, pre-orders are up until the 2nd of January, 2024. You can find the links over on our website. I always forget that I have to paste this now. Yeah, it's already tacked on to the top of the chat. There's a giveaway as well that we're giving away a free copy within the next 24 hours. We'll select the winner and send it out once the game releases. Once again, this is a preview stream, so this is not the final of everything. But as you can see, we got the particulars are pretty much almost there. The same thing with the covers and the box, the manual, as well as the what was it, Emerald Nebula cartridge, which is what this is being paid on. What else do I have to say? I think that's pretty much it from our end. Of course, if you guys have any questions, please give us a shout on our social media. Likewise, please give DrMooCowz a follow. Variety retro streamer. You'll find him online most days of the week.
yep, I usually have a pretty consistent schedule, pending holiday stuff and things like that. But yep. Retro variety. I dabble in some speed runs. Toe Jam and Earl is kind of a big one for me for speed running, and
Nice.
shoot 'em ups are always going to be a part of my streams. Even if I'm
That's awesome.
not doing the a challenge that took, oh gosh, that was September of last year when I started that. So I did that for like almost exclusively for over a year.
Wow.
So I'm a little
Crazy.
I'm a little shmupped out at the current, but like I'll still play shmups. Like they're not going anywhere. So
Yeah. Understandable.
yep.
And yeah, if you don't know us, if anyone's not aware of Retrobit and what we do, we obviously re-release games through our publishing arm, Retrobit Publishing. This will be our 24th game? I forgot. I lost
Oh wow.
count. So yeah, we've done quite a bit so far. We got years of games tag that we are currently looking to release in the future. And then a little update as well, if you didn't catch it last time, if you pre-ordered Hammer and Harry, El Viento, or Sol Dis, those should be coming in to our warehouse within the next week or so.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
wherever you pre-order them from, you should be receiving them before the end of the year, hopefully, if not early next year. So those will be coming into anyone who would pre-order them. And keep an eye out for some retro game shops, independent shops that might have pre-ordered them as well, because you'll be able to get them from them, even though the pre-orders have ended. And, yeah, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, very cool. Yep, appreciate everyone hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you for reaching out to me as well. You being just Retrobit, generally speaking. But yeah, this was really cool. It was definitely an interesting and fun experience, and I had a good time with it, and I appreciate everything you're doing.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we hope that, we know that you enjoyed it, but we hope that everyone else enjoys it too. If you catch the VOD as well, again, please reach out to us, let us know what you think. Give us some ideas of future releases as well. We'd like to hear what everyone's feedback is. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone.
Yep. And I guess just like one last little plug. So the A to Z 1cc Shmup Challenge, I'm slowly uploading all of those runs to YouTube as well. So you want to check out on my YouTube channel. They'll be there, and along with some Atari 2600 stuff. It's 2600, NES, Super
Wow.
Nintendo, and Genesis are kind of all in my wheelhouse for things I'm really interested in. Commodore 64 as well.
I got you. Commodore, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's you probably can't see it, but it's sitting behind me. Out there, I still have the one we had.
I always, in my head, I always remember our Commodore 64 that we had at school. That was acting as like a printer, or like a hub for the printer.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm old enough to say there was a Commodore 64 computer lab in my elementary school, so I'm that old. So
Yeah. Same.
yeah, thanks again, Andy. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think anything else here before we wrap up?
No, just again, thank you so much. Hope your cats don't bother you anymore.
Yeah, they can bother me all they want to now that we're done. So
Awesome.
all right, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of the day, night, whatever time it might be for you. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Later.
Good night.